Hi, can you hear my voice now? Alright, someone say no because expecting the US have to be having a very weak job data. Alright, morning, or very good evening to all of you. Alright, so this is the job that later on during the US session when it open. Alright, so bear in mind, control your position, control the risk. Alright, now this is a fundamental news. So a lot of people are waiting for this, right? Now, I'm a little bit curious on the unemployment rate. So far, the unemployment rate, there's no significant difference from the past few months. But if it went up, I believe there's a possibility over there, right? Considering the over 40 days of US government shutdown, I believe a lot of people are losing their job, right? And they have no income. Even the government staff have to rely on the donation. Hi TNN, welcome. How are you? Alright, let's look at the technical part. Alright, technical point of view for gold XAU USD. Now, let's see. Alright. Hi Charles, hi Billy, how are you? Welcome. If you have any question, write down in the comment section, yeah? Now I long during the US session for gold. Alright. This is gold. Let's see if the 1 hour bearish fair value gap hold. Now, looking at this 15 minutes here, there is this change of character or market structure shift, right? So see if 4100 holds. Alright, thank you. Hi, welcome. How are you? Hi, Han. Thank you for joining. Good afternoon or good evening to all of you. My name is Kyoe and I've been trading for about 8 years using SMC and ICT concept. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. I'll be giving out free analysis. Alright? Let's see if we could capitalize on gold today. Give me a second here. Hi Han, how are you? Where are you from? California or Los Angeles? Hi, welcome Tony. How are you? Hi, girl. How are you? Thank you for coming. Where are you from? Hi, Stephanie. Great name. Welcome, welcome. It's too bright. All right. Welcome. All right. We just did go during the Asia session. Sorry, during the US session. So right now, let's see if you could make some profit during the Asia session today. For the last session on Tuesday, right on Tuesday, we managed to capitalize the profit from gold. All right. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you? Hi, Adrian. Welcome. Any market you would like me to analyze, write down in the comment section. It's been a pleasure to have you guys over here. The more you ask, the more you gain. Free education over here, free analysis. All right. Good. Hi. Welcome. Welcome. Now, any market you would like me to analyze, write down in the comment section below. I'm waiting for a second confirmation, creating a change of character or break past this 4100 level. Then retest back to this change of character with a bullish engulfing pattern or any bullish price action. That is the long setup. Right, this is the long setup I am waiting for. Alright, let me write down. Right, the first one will be, let me change. The first criteria wait for it to break past 4100. Alright, second wait for to retest at the level. Third one will be wait for the any bullish signal. Alright, bullish signal. Right, this is the long setup for gold later on at 4100. Alright, This is the SMC concept. So if you're interested to learn, write down in the comment section below or join our free group. Alright, welcome. How are you? Good afternoon or good evening to all of you. My name is Kyo here and I've been trading for about 8 years using SMC and ICT concept. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. I'll be giving out free analysis here. Alright, so this is the setup I am waiting for. Give me a minute, let me grab some coffee. Hi, welcome, Solomon. How are you? Thank you for joining. Welcome. How are you guys? Thank you for coming. Yeah. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. I'll be giving out free analysis. All right. 5 minutes. Let me grab some coffee. Hello. Hi. I'm back. All right. I'm back. Coffee cook. Now let me see. Hang on. Java. How do you determine a sale? What do you mean? A sale on what product? AMD, Danny Dice just asking about AMD. Right, I am a fan of AMD actually. Even this laptop processor chip CPU is AMD. Right, let's look at this. Now let's look at this a higher time frame first. Now during the last few session, okay, I did mention about AMD a very huge slippage right here. All right, but now let's look at this. Now a slippage or a gap right here creating a support. Now this is the recent supports that we should be looking at if we are looking for a long position for a buy, right? This is the key area at 203 or 204. All right, now let's drill down to daily time frame or even 4 hours time frame. Now at 4 hours time frame, this is the market structure shift. If the market break below this higher high, the previous higher high, so perhaps the market could change the trend. All right, if it break below this and this as well, 204 level, I think it might go down, right? But what if it retest successfully hold at this key area 204, right? So it might go up. So what would be the next target we are targeting? All right, now looking at, let's see, hang on, yeah, it's breaking all-time high. I see. All right, this is the AI bubbles actually. All right, it might shrink, go down anytime soon, out of sudden. Now for a most recent target that we could have is somewhere 259.24. All right, if it goes down, let's see. If it goes down, could be somewhere here, 150. Oh, you did a put contract, but do you see it's going up with the post closing? Same thought, yeah. All right, but do you see it's going up with the past closing? Let me see, yeah. I don't. Okay, let's do now to 1 hour. Hang on, then guys. Post closing now. Hang on, let me see the price action. I see. All right. Hang on, let me drill down to lower time frame. Now, when the market close, yes, I know what you mean. On the closing, right? You are saying when the market close, it closed above, all right, with a bull candle. That's what you are worried about. Is that correct? Now you see here at 1 hour chart. Do you know what candlestick pattern is this? This two candlestick pattern. Do you know what this two candlestick pattern is? I see. You're worried about this. Now, alright, this is a doji. Yes, correct, you are right. And over here, this is a bullish engulfing pattern. But looking at 1 hour chart, we can see a momentum here, and the candle open and close below this market structure shift 224 or 225. All right, 225 area. So if this is what we call breakout, but whether this breakout holds, it depends on the price action happens around this zone. All right, so if you are worried about price will shoot up and you lose all your whole contract, how much volume did you put in your put contract? Did you place? Yes, you are right, this is a dodgy candle. But a dodgy candle, it means that indecisive between buyer and seller. It could go up and it could go down, so I can't answer you there. But looking at the past, sorry, having flu again. Looking at the past history data, there is the break below 225. Oh, there's an alert in my, hang on, yeah, let me see my alert. Give me a second. GBP Oh, great. All right. Thank you for following. You bought 14328. It's down 158. Because, I don't get it. You bought 14328. And it's down because of the bullish movement. I thought you did a put contract. I thought you did a put contract. You did a pull contract or call. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Pull contract cost. Oh, I see. It's okay then. No worries. All right. If this is the analysis. All right. Sorry. Mark down the key level. And you do remember to have a proper risk management, yeah. All right, a little bit of bullish movement is okay. All right, and in the end it closed with a dodgy pattern. All right, let's see if during the next US sessions how it works. All right, if now market's gonna test this area anyway, because this is the confluence of a microstructure shift with the bearish fair value gap. So if retest and it successfully pull back down here, then the bearish trend is going to continue. All right, but do bear in mind, if you break above the 225 key area to 22 somewhere here, all right, the previous lower high 235. All right, if you break above this 235, then you have to consider to manage your risk. All right, thank you for the follow. If you have any question, right now, don't remember to PM my assistant. All right, he's one of my students as well. So he's quite specialized in stocks, options, contract. If you need some advice, you can contact her. All right. So you can contact her over here. All right, contact over here, and I hope it's gonna help you. Any question you can always join my free group. All right, you can ask over there anytime. Okay, thank you for follow, thank you for the support, right? Join our free group. Any question you can write down over there, and I hope my analysis helped you, Danny. Any more question, right? Remember to join our free group over here in this session. All right, any other markets that you are looking at, Danny? Any market? Hi, Sina Espino. Welcome. Thank you for coming to my live. AMD. Why don't you look at Nvidia? Anyone looking at Nvidia? But bear in mind, uh, in overall, the IT industry or the IT stock, the tech stock, right, is overvalued more than what it's worth. Alright, so it is normal for the stock or tickers to do some pullback or retracement back to its intrinsic value. Anyone heard about intrinsic value? Alright, let's look at Nvidia. Anyone looking at Nvidia? Oh, we did a analysis last session. Alright, our analysis still hold. If you know how to manage the trade, close partially or split the risk, right? You could have profited. Hi, welcome. Hi, CapX, Alvaro. How are you guys? Hi, Danny. Where are you from, actually? Sorry, I didn't ask. Danny dies. Sorry, I'm having a bit of cough and flu, so I try to speak a bit soft today. Danny dies still here? Hi, welcome. Alex Montilla, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. My name is Q here. I've been trading for about 8 years using SMC and ICT concept. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. Now this is Nvidia. Right? I think this was done Sunday. Sunday. Yeah. Alright, Saturday. Alright. With a bullish engulfing pattern. Did a buy, did a long position over there. Hang on, sorry, I'm having cough. You guys can hear my voice clearly. Having sore throat. Nvidia, we are looking at Nvidia. I welcome any market that you would like me to analyze. Hi, CapX. Hi, Davis. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. We have been here for quite some time. If you have any question, write down in the comment section. Yeah, let's discuss. All right, anything. Alright, this is AMD. Hi Alex, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining. If you have any question, write out in the comment section below. I'll be giving out free analysis. Any market that you would like me to analyze, I'll be doing it over here for free. No education fee charged during live. Alright. Hi Mark, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. Any market that you would like me to analyze, write down in the comment section, yeah? Now I'll be doing live every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday during Asia session 8 o'clock. Alright, around this timing. Alright. Let me see. Let me see, hang on. Any other market that we can look at? Alright. Excuse me. Oh my. Cold weather over here actually. Just rain. A heavy rain. Alright. Let's look at this MSTR. MicroStrategy. Anyone into this MicroStrategy? Let's see. Stock is not doing good. Thank you for the like. Thank you. Oh, MicroStrategy. Oh, this is a bit dangerous. Oh, it is reaching at key level right here. Alright. The key level right here is the volume where the consolidation happens in the zone in the zone. Alright. MicroStrategy. Now I would rather look at something is happening right here. Let's see if gold hold. Now looks like gold is doing a retracement during the Asia session. Alright. Hi CapX, how are you? Where are you from? Welcome. Hi Joseph. Thank you for coming. let's look at 1 hour time frame. Alright, let's see if 4100 holds. Hi Renach, how are you? Welcome. Any question, write down in the comment section below, or join our free group right here. Alright, I'll be giving out pre-analysis in probably the second half of the live session. Alright, it's now 9 o'clock in the Asian session, probably about in 1 hour time. Let's look at how the price action do. Alright, bullish pattern. Alright, this is the 1 hour fair value gap over here, 4100 until 4084. Let me draw out, let you guys to have some idea what's going on. Alright, there you go. Let's see if this bullish price action is gonna be a decisive move, impulsive move. Alright, I'm waiting for the second criteria that I mentioned just now. Hang on, yeah. Hi, Bax, welcome. I'm back. Hi, CapX. How are you? Now it's almost 1 hour from the live we have just started. Gold is losing the liquidity the let's see if you could grab some opportunity. Let's do a little bit of scalping during the Asian session. Hang on, yeah. 5-minute chart. Now on 5-minute chart, there is this key level at 4090. Alright, 4090. Alright, I have just marked an alert over here, 4090. Alright, if it returns to this key level on 5-minute chart, right, I'll be setting out analysis during the second half of the live session. Stay tuned. Hi Crystal, how are you? Welcome. Interesting. Hi Klaus, welcome. Hi Start Trading Pro. Wow, interesting name. Start Trading Pro. Alright, 5 minutes price action. Let's come down to this level. I'm waiting for this. Alright. Welcome to ask any question. I'll be giving out any analysis soon, yeah, on gold. We have just profited from the analysis yesterday. We profited about 3 to 400 pips. 3 to 400 pips, about 3,000 to 4,000 points. Alright. Yesterday during the London session. Alright, it's coming down. Come on. Second criteria. Come on. Hi, Austin Summer. Welcome. Reaching the 4090 level. I'm waiting for the second criteria. Alright. Welcome. Hi. I'm waiting for second criteria. I like looking at something is moving. Welcome. Waiting for the second criteria. Let's look at gold. I'm looking at gold right now. If you have any other questions or any other marker that you would like me to analyze, alright, just write down in the comment section. I will be giving out my analysis soon on my free group during the second half of the session, right? We have just profited 3,000 points to 4,000 points, yeah, based on yesterday analysis. Hi Rachel, how are you? Thank you for joining. It's been a pleasure to have you guys over here. Right, let's put on some music. Thank you for the like, thank you for support, thank you for following the account. Appreciate it. Thank you. Now let me move the window like this so that you can see the tickers and this together. Alright, go. So if you have any question, write in the comment section below. Alright. Michael Jackson. Let's skip this. Alright, 5 minutes chart. Interesting move. There's a pin bar. Halloween. Alright, pin bar just formed. Now anyone looking at currency, Welcome. Halloween. Other question you can write down in the comment section below. Interesting price action. I'll be giving out free analysis 30 minutes later on. Now let's look at a little bit interesting about the Forex market. Currency. Anyone trading currency right here? Now why do I want to talk about currency? Because there is one interesting country called Japan. Alright, Japan. We know about this country. Good seasons to travel during these few months. Now, why do I so keen to talk about this currency? Because the yen has been depreciating for the past few weeks. Why? It is because the president or the most dovish president Takaishi. Yesterday there was an announcement from the government and the Bank of Japan. They will be closing monitoring the market, the interest rate. Alright, it is giving the sign that the government is intervening or monitoring or take a steps into controlling the role of the Bank of Japan, which is supposed to be independent of the government. Alright, so during Monday, the live session, this is the target that I have marked out. Alright, during the Monday live. Right, so if any one of you follow my live on Monday during the New York session, right, you could have profited. The dollar yen just skyrocketed. Alright, so yen is depreciating for quite some time. Ate it up. So this is dollar yen. The yen has been depreciating, so it's good time to travel to Japan. Alright, dollar yen. How about crypto market? Alright, how about crypto market? Let's look at Bitcoin. Alright, so crypto market, it didn't pull back, so it's okay. All right, it didn't pull back to our key area, the breaker block. All right, but right now it will be 4090. Come on, gold. Let's look at gold. 4050, 4090. Now hang on, yeah. Now 4090. Let's see. Wait for a bullish engulfing pattern in 5 minutes chart. Second criteria, hit. Now if it breaks below the fair value gap, then the long setup is no longer valid. No longer valid, yeah. If it breaks below the fair value gap, it's no longer valid for us to go for a long setup. Now this is the second criteria for long setup. It has just reached. Waiting for the third criteria. Come on. Waiting for the third criteria. Alright, waiting for the third criteria before we go for a long position. Hi Danny Dice, welcome. Where are you from? Hi Peter, how are you? Thank you for joining. It's been a pleasure to have you guys over here. My name is Kyo and I've been trading for about 8 years using SMC and NCT concept. And I use this concept on my 6 figures account. Alright, my account just grew. So coincidentally, I grabbed the opportunity for gold. Alright, going from 30 grand, 30,000 to over 100,000. I'm looking for gold right now. Anyone looking at gold? Yes, come on. Now let's see if this 5 minutes candle give me a bullish price action. If yes, long setup is validated. Hi Omaha, how are you? Welcome to my live. We've been for here quite some time. Any question, write down in the comments. Oh, there's a breaking news over just 5 minutes ago. The US president just signed a bill to release files on Jeffrey Epstein, approving a measure he spent months trying to block. Wow, but seems like not much impact on the market that we are looking at. For all 90 important area. Hi Omaha, how are you? Hi CapX, where are you guys from? Oh, I was looking at BTC, let's continue. Let's continue to look at Bitcoin. Alright, hi, welcome, Yaxon. Interesting name. Right, let's look at Bitcoin. I'm looking at Bitcoin because I do invest in Bitcoin as well, but I invest in spot market, so I don't really have much impact because I bought it few years back when it was about 40 over thousand. All right. Now looking at Bitcoin, come on. Now Bitcoin, as per my previous live session, all right. During my previous session, I was saying Bitcoin is in the ascending channel, in the range of ascending channel. All right. Now, but things we have to look out for because it just break below the higher low of the market structure. All right, that's why my analysis, I was waiting for a pullback before we do a sell on 4-hour chart right here. All right, break a block pointed over here. All right, so if it didn't pull back, so we did not do a sell, right? And the next key level the next key level will be somewhere here, 86,900, if not mistaken. Is that correct? Yeah, 86,900 level. This is the next key level we should look out for. Okay, so perhaps it will be coming back and forth in the range of 100,000 to 90,000 or even 80,000. All right, if you break past this, the green zone that I've drawn out over here, right, it will be continuing to the downtrend. All right, so this is the analysis for gold. For the 4-hour chart, there's a bullish engulfing but no impulsive move yet. So we can't decide whether it's gonna go up or down. All right, it is forming an order block. This is for Bitcoin. How about BNB and Ethereum? Now, I also don't really nervous about BNB because now you see here, right? BNB is also in a downtrend. Sorry, today I try to preserve my voice, having a bit of sore throat. Alright, let's look at BNB. Anyone looking at BNB? Finance coin. Now a huge drama on the CEO of BNB between the US president and BNB Finance. Now BNB is sitting is the chart pattern in on this BNB chart. Anyone know about this? What is this pattern called? Anyone know? Let me test. Alright, let me test you guys. Anyone knows about this chart? BNB. Anyone know about this chart? Write down in the comment section. BNB, what chart pattern is this? Nobody knows. This is the descending the descending triangle. Right, descending triangle. And if this descending triangle holds or so-called form and it break below the neckline at 878 area, if it breaks below 878 zone, right, then it is confirmed or break retest with a bearish engulfing pattern or bearish price action. All right, then it is confirmed or it is highly probable that the downtrend is coming for BNB. So look at all these big whale. They are pulling back their capital. All right, they are withdrawing. They are selling. All right, let's give a break. I'll see you guys in the second half of the session, and I'll be giving free analysis in the second half of the session, right? So see you guys later on. All right, break for 10 minutes. I'll see you guys later on. Thank you. I'm back. All right, welcome. All right, let's look at detailed analysis for gold. Welcome. Thank you for waiting. All right. In 5 minutes time, hang on. Yeah. Let's do the analysis for gold. All right. All right. Unfortunately, gold has just break past 4090. All right. Now just be patient, yeah, before we do anything. Yeah. All right. Good. All right. All right. There you go. Hi, Fred. Welcome. Now let's look at this analysis. All right. Let's look at gold analysis. All right. Hi, Chris. Welcome. Now gold just break past this. All right. Um. Let's see. Hi, Cliff. How are you? Welcome. Now for the 1 hour price action. All right, 1 hour price action. Seems like it is forming a. Let me check. All right. Hmm. For let me see. Welcome. Now I'm looking at this goal. Looking at goal. Now let's do a top-down analysis. Yeah. So our long setup during the first half of the live session is no longer valid. So let's see some important area that we can look at. Now, at this 4 hours chart, there is this fair value gap right here. All right, the market retest the fair value gap. All right, retest the fair value gap, form the OB. right? There's a OB over here on the block. So this is a confluence of bullish fair value gap and bullish OB. That's why the market just stood up yesterday. All right, since yesterday or a few days ago, Tuesday. And I was expecting the market to retest at this level. All right, but it didn't. It break below 4090. All right, it breaks below 4090. So now if you want to do some scalping, right, do a scalping or a short-term trade, perhaps we can wait for it to pull back again to the 4 hours bullish order block or 1 hour order block, right? Otherwise, I think this is the area. All right, this is the area that the market just did a pullback, right? Confirming a bearish setup, right? So on 50 minutes time frame, right? A bearish or the selling pressure is quite steady, it's quite stable. Okay, all right. So it is reaching to the higher low of the previous key level, higher low. When it's break past this 4055 level, right, you continue to downtrend. You will be going to downtrend later on. Alright, hi Adrian, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm Miss Kyo here, and I've been trading for about 8 years using SMC and ICT concept. Alright, I've been trading using 5 to 6 figures on my trade account. Hi Adrian, how are you? Hi Salvador. Alright, so on this 15-minute chart, it is sitting at the key support level 4060 to 4055, about 500 points. Alright, so once the market do a pullback right here with a bullish change of character, retest with a bullish engulfing pattern, then we can aim for a long setup. But what if it break below the key levels again, right? Then we should go for a sell, right? Targeting around 4,000 to 3,009. All right, is that solid, clear, crystal clear? Hi, welcome to him. Hi, George. How are you? Thank you for joining. Hi, Scroller. How are you? Welcome. I'm looking at gold right now. Let's see if we can take some profit. All right. Hi, welcome. Hi, Danny. Here you are again. Now, the gold just now did not work as per what we are waiting for. The second the third criteria didn't work out, didn't give a bullish price action, so that's why we don't go for a long position. All right, so this is the detailed analysis, right? I'll be sending out. Let me draft. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. So if you have any question you would like me to do the analysis, write down in the comment section below. I'll be giving out free analysis. Yeah, hang on. Hi, welcome, Danny. Here you are again. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Now let me on some music. Now I'm drafting a analysis. Yeah, give me a minute. All right. I'm drafting analysis. Yeah, hang on. Let me draw a proper. 4 hours. 4 hours fair value gap together with this. It's a bit weird because the 4 hours chart is forming head and shoulder, which I don't think it's gonna be forming. Never mind. Just stick to this plan. Stick to this plan. Let's see if buyer comes in. I think most likely seller's gonna be the market's gonna moving sideways before the US job data is going to announce. In the US session, morning time, 9:30 or 8:30. Alright. Now I'll stick to this analysis. Right, give me a 5 to 10 minutes. I'm drafting this. Alright, give me 5 minutes, yeah. Hang on. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. I'll be giving out free analysis on my free group. Hang on, yeah. Let's come down to 5 minutes to wait for the price action. So the first criteria has to be touching the green zone, demand zone over here. This demand zone is derived from the 4-hour fair value gap and order block. Alright, based on 4 hours. I'm waiting for a bullish price action. Hi John, how are you? Welcome. Hi Renew. How are you? Where are you guys from? I'm from Malaysia. Hi Jordan, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for coming. I am drafting the analysis for gold XAU USD. Alright. Sabrina Carpenter. Alright, give me a second. Right, I'm drafting analysis. Oh my, gold is selling pressure. Seller is coming in, touching the first criteria. Alright, touching the first criteria, yeah. Alright. Seems like sellers start to come in. Now, first criteria for the buy setup just started. Alright, this is the first criteria. Alright, touching the order block. Second criteria will have to form a bullish change of character. Alright. Third criteria, any question, write down in the comment section. Alright, so the third criteria will be retest the bullish change of character and with a sign of bullish engulfing pattern. Now the stop loss target will be 3995. So if you want my exact analysis, yeah, so don't forget to join my free group right in the comment section or right over here. Now for sell condition, if there is the bearish candle close below the OB, alright, somewhere around 4010. The second criteria will be retest the 4010 level. And the third criteria will be forming a bearish change of character or a bearish engulfing pattern. So this is the sell setup. Alright, come on, good price action. Now, come on, come on. Alright, I've just signed up. Hi, change, welcome. Alright, I just went out the analysis. Okay, so analysis just sent out 5 minute chart. Now retest at this key level. Now I am waiting for bullish setup. Alright, I've just sent out the analysis on my group, on my community, inside my community. So now let me explain. Yeah. The first criteria, we have to wait for it to pull back. Now the first criteria hit for the for the long setup. All right. Then the second criteria will be waiting for a bullish change of character. Bullish change of character, something like this. All right, forming a lower time frame higher high, and it retests the previous higher high with a bearish engulfing pattern. This is the third criteria for that bullish setup. All right, bullish setup. Now for bearish setup, then perhaps we have to wait until it breaks below 4010. Now 5 minute charts, some interesting price action. Buyer just came in. Oh, sorry. All right, buyers just came in. Not much, not much. Hi, Redman, how are you? Redman Motor. I have friends who like motorcycle. They like to modify it. Hi, Crystal, how are you? Hi, Redman Motor, how are you? Crystal, hi, welcome. Now, interesting price action. Shall we look at this? Do we have a chance for today during Asia session? Right? Last session quite good. It played out as per our analysis. Alright. How are you guys? Where are you from? I am from Malaysia. Hi Dee, welcome. Thank you for joining. I am waiting to see if I could grab some opportunity today during Asia session. Hi, welcome. Hi, Peter. How are you? Welcome. Now, I'm still waiting for a bullish price action confirmation. Yeah, trade with confirmation. All right. Don't just tap into it without any confirmation or any system to follow. Always trade with confirmation. Alright, 15 minutes sitting at the recent support level. That's why the buyer starts to come in. Once it tap into the order block of fair value gap. Alright, we could see some price action here. That's great. 4058 now. Waiting for a confirmation for long position. I'm waiting for a confirmation. Alright. Let's wait for the confirmation. Give us the confirmation before we tap into it. Alright. Don't FOMO. A lot of people have done FOMO. Fear of missing out. Hi, Joseph. Welcome. Hi, Joshua. How are you? Welcome. Now, tap into this. I'm waiting for second criteria. Bullish change of character. Alright. A potential buy setup is forming. First criteria hit. And let's wait for the second and third criteria. So see if we could make some capitalize the long setup. Right, hi Joshua, thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure to have you guys over here. Any question, write down in the comment section. I'll be giving out free tips, free education right here, analysis. Right, free mapping, free analysis right here. So I just did the analysis for gold. Hi Joshua, where are you from? Okay, while waiting for this, look at Micron Technology MU. Alright, for MU, right? Someone asking about MU, whether they can buy. Calvin, hi, welcome. How are you? Right, for MU Micron Technology, it is a bullish short-term uptrend or even medium term. Alright, so during this, I've drawn up a Fibonacci extension on this market. So I didn't go into the trade yet because the uptrend is quite strong, right? Without any much retracement. Right now, this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the market is doing retracement. Alright, so it is good for us to have the retracement. Once the retracement happens, right, we can go for a long position. This is for Micron Technology MU. Alright, let's see if you could get anything from gold today. Alright, give me a second. Okay, gold could be moving sideways. Hi, Eddie Aguilar, how are you? Thank you for coming. Gold, it is likely that gold is going to be sideways for the rest of the trading session because during the next New York session morning, alright, or tonight, 9 o'clock, 9:30, there will be NFP job data release. So when this release, whether the data is worse than the forecast or a better than forecast data is being released, it might shock the market. Alright, it might shock the market. Perhaps this is the time where we can ride the trend if the confirmation for long setup fulfilled. Alright, confirmation for long setup being met, then only we do the buy or long position. Okay. Hi Ellie, how are you? Alright, 5 minutes candle, interesting. Hi Mark, how are you? Hi Edith Castro, how are you? Right, buyer starts to come in. Now, do we have a long position setup criteria being met? Hi Evolution, welcome. It's getting darker, yeah, my screen. Hang on. Hi, welcome. Thank you for coming. If you have any question, write down in the comment section. All right. All right, that will do. All right, seems like we are going to have buyers coming in. I'm waiting for the second setup. All right, let's see 5 minutes. Oh, not yet. This is 5 minutes. Still got to wait. Hi, William. Welcome. Hi, Samuel. How are you? Thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure to have you guys over here. If you have any questions, write down in the comment section below. I'll be giving out free mapping on any market. All right. Hi. Welcome. Hi. Azum LLC. Hi, William. Welcome. 5 minutes chart. Interesting price action. Hi, welcome, Sophia. Hi, Alessandro. I'm waiting for the second criteria to form in this market, a bullish change of character. All right. Once the bullish change of character is formed, wait for it to retest with a bullish engulfing pattern. All right. If all three criteria are met, then only we go for long position. All right. It's about 10:44. the market is slow today? I think most probably because the news job data is gonna release later tonight, or during the during the US session when it opens. Right, 4060. Nice. Right, seems like buyers coming in, but it's not a very well impulsive move from buyer. Alright, I'm expecting to give a little bit more. Alright. I see. Now 5 minute chart just has a bullish signal. Not bullish signal, bullish candle. Alright. Tap into this order block. Hi Jack Clever, how are you? Welcome. Welcome. If you have any question, write down in the comment section. Yeah. Now bullish candle just form. Alright, just type into this order block with a bullish candle. Alright, now I'm waiting for it to form a bullish of character. We should be somewhere here, but still have to wait. Not a big one. Alright. Pay attention, yeah? Pay attention. Hi Debra, how are you? Welcome to my live. My name is Q, and I'm a financial trader for about 8 years using SMC and ICT concept on my 6 figures account. Sorry if my voice is a bit soft. Apologies for that. Welcome, thank you for coming. Hi Blaine, welcome. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, hang on, give me a minute. Welcome, welcome. A very good morning, a good evening to all of you. Hi. Bullish candle just formed on 5 minutes chart. All right. Be patient. I'm still waiting for the second criteria, bullish change of character to form. Right. If it doesn't form, right, I don't go for it. Right, just shoot up about 60 pips. Alright, buyers start to step in. Hi, welcome. Second criteria. Hi, Winnie, welcome. Thank you for joining. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. I'll be giving out free analysis right here. Hi, welcome. It's you, Rex. Hi, Rex. How are you? All right. Let's see. Now it's 10:52 or 6:52 right now. Now, all right. Interesting. All right. Interesting right now. If it breaks, if it closes above this candle, sitting quite stable on 4060, then it's our chance. Let's see. All right. Hi, down bad. How are you? Where are you from? I'm looking at this market right now. Right? Second criteria is forming. Let's wait for the change of character. All right. Good session. Hi, Chuck. How are you? Hi, Vic. Yes, great. Come on, pull back. Pull back and form the bullish change of character. Then our second criteria met. Right? Just tap into this area. Hi, welcome. Isra, how are you? Hi, welcome, Bertling. My name is Kyo here. Thanks for coming by. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. I am Kyo, a financial trader for about 8 years using SMC and ICT concept. If you are having struggle in trading or investing, right, this is the right place for you to learn on the live session. Right, seems like we might not have the time. 4060. Let me mark down this key level. Yeah, somewhere here. All right. Hi, Luna. How are you? All right. Let's retest. Come on. Second criteria, retest. Hi, Maverick. How are you? Hi, Josh. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm waiting to capitalize this. All right. Hi, welcome, Tommy. Great to have you guys over here. This is the analysis for gold. Been doing great. I'm waiting for the second criteria. Alright. Hi Louis and welcome. Now let's see if we could have some pullback, right? Fulfilling our second criteria, retest with the bullish change of character. Oh my, 11 o'clock with a doji. Oh wow, wow, coming in. But it doesn't retest. If it doesn't retest, we don't go for it, yeah. I manage our risk well. Hi Louis and alright, it doesn't pull back to 4060, then we shall call it a day. Hi, welcome. Hi, welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm waiting for the second criteria. Alright, waiting for it. Let's go. Alright, let's see. Bullish confirmation. I'm waiting for it. Hi Jacob, how are you? Thank you for coming. My name is Kyo here and I've been trading for about 8 years using SMC and ICT concept. If you have any struggle on any market that you would like me to analyze, write down in the comment section below. I'll be giving out free analysis. Hi, welcome. How are you? Waiting for the goal to sit steadily. Sit tight and pay attention to this. Alright? It's a bit dark here. Let me see. Alright. Is it better? Alright, bull candle here. Thank you for coming. Hi, Elmo. How are you? Welcome. Now, gold is sitting right above 4070. I am waiting for a confirmation before we end our live. If there's no confirmation, right? So we just call it a day. Alright, I'm waiting for a bullish setup. Waiting for a bullish setup. Oh my, 4080. But without any retracement, we don't go for it, yeah? Hi, Arthur. Welcome. Alright. ZNB for 5K. Right, open doer. Are you still here? Open doer, ZNB for 5,000. Wow, without any retest. ZNB, are you still here? Open doer. Doer. Open doer. Zeta Network Group. Let's look at Zeta Network Group. Alright, let's look at it firstly. Wow, open door still here? Is open door still here? Open door, where are you? Hi, kitten, how are you? Welcome, thank you for coming. No, this data network group just listed, but not looking good. Alright, just listed, but not looking good. No, not here, not here. Then I'll proceed to looking at gold. Wait for gold. Alright, I'm waiting for retracement. Come on, guys. Come on. Retracement. Where's your retracement? If there's a retracement, I'll be great. Now looking at 1 hour chart right here. 1 hour chart. Alright. In 10 minutes time, just let me see. 4066. 4066. Yeah, in 10 minutes time it just went up. It just shoot up. Right, let's look for retracement. Hi, welcome. Thank you for coming, Optimus. Alright. Thank you for coming. I'm waiting for retracement for gold in 5 minute chart. Retest back to the change of character. Retest AIRE. Now let's look at AIRE. Real alpha tag. Is that correct? Real alpha tag. Is it this one? Real alpha tag group. Is it this one? Corey Johnson. Hi, Carlos. Sounds familiar. Thought you were here before. Hi, Corey Johnson. Are you still here? Just to double confirm, is it real alpha tag you're looking at? Otherwise, I'm still waiting for gold. Alright, hi JDKY. Yes, right now it's doing pullback. Having pullback right now. Let's see if we could have a long position today. Right. Alright, hi, welcome. I'm waiting for pullback for gold. If you have any question, write down in the comment section below. My name is Q here. I've been trading for about 8 years using SMC and ICT concept on my 6 figures account. And last few months we have a great profit. Alright, applying a risk management technique, no stress, proper risk management technique. Alright. Thank you for joining. Hi, welcome. Roberto Espinoza, how are you? Hi, welcome. Hi, Juan Alcanda G. Hi, G. 16 million. Great name. How are you? Hi, Lord Ra. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming. Any question, write down in the comment section below. I'm waiting for a great setup right here. And before I end, see if we could tap into this. Hi, Hector, welcome. Thank you for joining. I'll be doing live every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday during Asia session. Alright, early morning. Welcome. Where are you guys from? Hi, Charles. Hi, Hector. How are you? Where are you from? I am waiting for a good setup. Hi, Charles. I'm waiting for it to pull back to 4060. 4060. Alright. Hi, Dave. Welcome. Now, if it pull back to this 4060 level with a good bullish confirmation, alright, then we can go for buy. Go for a long position. Long position. A short-term setup would be somewhere here, which I mark out over here. Alright. This is the short-term scalping technique. Alright, I think we shall call it a day. I'll be doing live on this coming Saturday Asia session. So great to have you guys over here. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you very much. Alright. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the like. Thank you for following. Alright, I'll see you guys on Saturday Asia session. Thank you so much. Alright.